ready.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The meridians.
Just stay a little. Just stay a little. I was really going to get the attention for that. So I can put it up higher. Thank you, Tony.
My name is LTZ, and this is pull-up activities. Walking around in some shoes that for now will remain nameless. Just know my tongue is over the jeans and the laces hanging. OTZ, ain't you worried about your jeans on your sneaks? Will they bleed? Well, dog, if they bleed, then that lets me know they sing. Giving girls a wink, something that I perfected while I was in the 2nd grade. Making girls give me a hey, or a wave, or a bye. Oh, she don't like TZ, I say that's cool, give her time. Oh, he gon' give her lies at her end, that's my side. See, I'm gon' give her lines, and that works all the time. She likes dudes that are high, or ones that can't touch the sky. 6'3" or 6'5", 6'10" on them rims, I'm not him. When he pulled up, it was over. When I pulled up, it was over. Shouldn't have let him raw dog it, but he pulled out way too closer. Shouldn't have let him in that Oval Office. Probably should have asked for some oral outfit. You know how it gets like really awkward between like Netflix and chill. Now it's the chill part. Anything that got that situation less awkward. But you just had a kid and baby fat looks awesome. I had your number, lost it to that waist, man, I tossed it. Cause dealing with girls like you really has me exhausted. Around the town exalted, they know me for my sneakers. Had some Hamilton and Ford sprinkled in that beaker. But everybody knows I'm macking with my daddy's features. And even your mama know I'm the son of that preacher. The next thing I'ma teach you is gonna have you annoyed. I know for a fact your daddy, your mama's second choice. Oh boy, see I probably know your mama cause she used to sweat my daddy. She used to sweat my uncle, now you sweating me, I'm laughing. And you know that no apples don't fall too far from no trees. And I'm laughing at you hard cause you looking like Eve. TZ, let it breathe. TZ, don't preach. On my YGs like TZ, don't speak. And that Saturn, I lean like a Chevy when I ride. And I'm hitting up Rosie, tell them do take on my sides. I give them my extra 3. See, I do that all the time. See, I'm still in girls' hearts, and he's partial for the crime. See, it seems like I got my life in line, but insanity, I'm walking a thin line. I wonder if I was just a little bit more handsome. Could I make an excuse for being a little less romantic? But that's a life I made up, something that's so enchanted. Oh well, TZ, you better keep these people dancing. They hear my name is Carlos and they saying yo quiero. Feeling like my dad in an 86 Fiero. So most of you guys already know these songs. This is more for the camera. You guys doing good? Everybody have a good day at work? So for everybody watching at home, she cuts the whole room out. Well, not the, I said it loudly and the room is small. So it feels like I cussed the whole room out, so everybody got their hands in their pockets. You know how you get cussed out by your mama. Got your hands in your pockets. Mama wasn't talking to me. She said my name. She wasn't talking to me. Go ahead, Chips. So we're celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Slow Narrations. Arguably one of the best projects I've ever done. If we're gonna rank them, they all tie for number 1. You young niggas always rap before the beat drops. Always wanna say something cool before the beat stops. You old niggas only rap at 86 BPM. And y'all like UGK, so we can't be friends. Wait, who's that girl right there? She don't seem to have no date. Oh my God, Chip, she looking this way. Dang, I think it's fake. Dang, can't think of nothing to say. My heart beating fast, I can't think of my name. My daddy said, son, please don't play no games. Well, hand down, man down, that's what Mark Jackson say. Hand down, ma'am, now initiate, conversate. Baby girl, please don't feel no obligation to listen to anything that I'm about to say. My name is Carlos, formerly Tony, call me TZ. Well, you think that's a bunch of names, remembering is easy. Well, you can tell I'm from the north by the way I bebop. And how I love 12 Springs and always go to Wingstop. I put on in the Highlands, so red is the color we rock. And everybody knows me for my shoes and my G-Shock. And girl, I can tell you from the east. And wouldn't you know that my favorite girls to me? I bet you got a car in your driveway that's a piece. A junk your daddy said he fixed it up this week. I bet your daddy ain't around, girl, listen. Or your daddy is around, girl, forgive me. You got my mind running fast, beating swift. Please, girl, don't say nothing, forgive me. Baby, I don't do this all the time. Nah, baby girl, you know I'm lying. I'm just trying to reenact some lines. Please, girl, don't blame me for trying. I'm asking, yo, do you mind? If I tell the whole world you mind? I mean, I told everybody you mind. Oh, you don't get that line? See, that means that you the bomb. You and your homegirl, see, you come from cash. Well, me and my homeboys, we don't come from that. Cause everybody is young, dumb, and full of cum. And where I'm from, we don't run from that. From the north side with love. 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 Chips, you are killing it. Everybody, please make some noise for Chips. You guys can do better than that. I pretty much only sound good because of you. I've definitely tried to rap over this one dude's beat. I went to this studio, it's real famous here, I'm not gonna name it. But like I rapped and my voice didn't sound the same. Like it sounded real nasally. Do I got nasally voice, Chips? Just kinda? Nah, it sounded horrible. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna send it to you. Y'all sounded horrible. He was like, yeah, that's how your voice sounds in real life. So if that's what y'all gotta listen to, glad you guys are still around because that sounded real annoying. Go ahead, Chips. Go ahead. You get the whole point of what we're doing now? Is it starting to make sense? All the songs got to do with people in here. You get it now? So we're gonna see if we can make it through both verses of this song. Because we know the first one for sure. As if you couldn't tell me and turning her back to work. And I know you knew it was his beat just soon as you heard it. Hold on, TZ reworded. It sounds like you dissing. No, me and Worm kicking. See, you part of the invention. Air Jordan shoes, big bows in my Motorsport 6s. I ain't like the black laces. I figure I had to switch them. Girls keep on asking me, come on, dog, wanna kick it? I say soccer, football. They asking me what's the difference. Well, do you wanna see my goal to get a return? Or is your big goal trying to see my net worth? TZ, you the expert with your pockets on swole. My pockets ain't even slim. No cash money in those. So tell us about your goals. Well, I'm trying to be fresh. And I'm so bout it, I might smash me an ex. Heard through the grapevine that she's now rapping Bless. Hope she don't get upset that I mentioned her with sex. If I don't make it in rapping, then I don't give a damn. Just picture me selling drugs again, that's an Instagram. Now keep on telling me it can't be like. And I keep on telling you don't get it, it's AP twice. And I know that I got my life right. I just said a prayer, I just paid my time. Gave God a high five, he's let me high side. So I'll be alright if I die to drive by. If I die tonight, then it wouldn't be a crime. Cause I already know that my life is right with God. It wouldn't be a single thing that I tried to change. Yeah, let it go, flex. Sing it louder. Hey. Well, Ray, if you was rapping back then, this is your voice I was doing. Tell me that's not the Ray voice. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. Does your revolution sing 1999? Or is it the revolution told by Gil Scott? Okay, I'm good. That's the only line I wanted to say. That's a hard line. Does your revolution sing 1999? Or is it the roll? Nah, the last line pretty hard too. You don't get it? So Prince is in a group, and it's called the. Well, I tell you, well, Prince. Hold on. Prince is in a group. Stop. Prince is in a group called The Revolution. They got a song called 1999. Now the line is a Gil Scott line, and he says the revolution will not be televised. So I'm saying, does your revolution sing 1999, or Is it the one told by Gil Scott? That's a hard line. It's a hard line. You see why I'm cussing at you now? I was rapping like that 5 years ago.
Prince wasn't in the revolution, he created.
He's in the revolution. That's
Prince.
It's Prince. Hey, shout out right now. Somebody's at a party in Tulsa that's like a Michael Jackson versus Prince party, and I said Prince better win. So that,
Prince already won.
That's what I said.
I love Michael Jackson. Prince already won.
I'm sorry, Mike.
It's my show. Prince already won. Let's go, Chips.
Michael.
Prince already won. Don't matter. Prince won. But know why? Because he lived long. That's why. My homie daddy was a pimp, so he had a lot of auntie. Used to drive me in his whip, always let me out the front seat in the car. We used to poly on who had the better body. He was saying Alyssa, I was steady saying Ozzy. I was buying Stone Ozzy, cause on her I had a crush. Plus Alyssa and my homeboy used to share a secret love. Won't say too much, B.I.G. while he was pitching. When my OG called it Red Dontrell Willis, I found it ironic him being a dealer and religious. I said, boy, you super hella smart, how you get so gifted? He said, dancing so close with the devil, not losing footing. I had to get lessons from God. I like the way he put it, said he'll never stop pushing, but we'll stop pushing. Didn't pay him no mind at the time, I thought that he was cushing. Pray until something happens, oh okay G, now I get it. He said, get in this rap game and make sure you handle business. Now my chains knocking together, they sounded like wind chimes. You can hear me coming, didn't need the grapevine. The trunk in the back sounded like a marching band. The music's up loud, so I hope you understand whether driving or running. You can hear me coming, whether driving or running. You can hear me coming, whether driving or running. You can hear me coming, whether driving or running. You can hear me coming. I had DSR on the same CD as Ghostface. The track after that was MF Doom Whole Cakes. I figured I couldn't play my music loud no place, because the people around me didn't know no taste. I had Young Dro on the same CD as J-Ho. The track after that was my bro Lupe Fiasco. Got it from Beatty. Beatty said, here you go, Teasy. Anytime you need some inspiration, listen to this CD. I'm always quoting slang from the DMV. I'm trying to run it, but got glasses like DLC. My homie hit his homies, girl, he down with OPP. And I'm just trying to make it perfect, I got OCD. Now my chains knocking together, they sounded like wind chimes. You can hear me coming, didn't need the grapevine. The trunk in the back sounded like a marching band. The music's up loud, so I hope you understand whether driving or running. Whether driving or running. Whether driving or running. Whether driving or running. Now my chains knocking together, they sounded like wind chimes. You can hear me coming, didn't need the grapevine. The trunk in the back sounded like a marching band. The music's up loud, so I hope you understand whether driving or running. You can hear me coming, whether driving or running. You can hear me coming, whether driving or running. You can hear me coming, whether driving or running. You can hear me coming. That's one dance move that's never gonna get old. Cause I wanted to touch stuff when I was little, but I couldn't touch stuff, so I wanted to imagine I was touching stuff. So when you make the beat like that and like go do, like it makes me feel like I'm touching. I was a bad kid, as you can tell. So I was horrible. Surprised I made it this far. So this is full of activities. Can we put the camera on the royal Tonsor? Are you trying to tell me to tell something? Telling me to throw? I don't know how to say that. I went to public school.
Roosevelt.
Speak up. You've been talking like this whole time.
That's a good mic. It's a good mic. I can be smooth.
Can you sit in the chair for me, please?
I didn't want to be in your way. I didn't want to, bump you. You bump into. I can sit down.
Yeah. So for the people at home, everybody in here knows this is my cousin. His sons are here. All these people in here, it's nothing but love. We're gonna talk about slow narrations. I need y'all to hop in the conversation, cause like ain't nothing off limits in here. I mean, don't be wild, man. Got a wife and kids, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be wild. Don't be like, tell us about Monica Lewinsky. Like, wildin'. Yeah, don't be wildin'. So I mean, I'm gonna give you the floor. Really, what you remember about that time period? I'm gonna really let you. I know Chips got a story about you, so I'm gonna definitely let Chips tell a story about you.
About me?
Definitely about you. How difficult it was to record No Limit Slash.
Oh my God, that song!
Inspiration.
I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, what is this title? What are you talking about in this song? I don't. Where are you coming from? Because
at one point were you Nola or were you Langston?
Show me.
Okay, I saw the movie, but I didn't understand the reference. I didn't understand. I couldn't connect the reference.
That's all. Sing the damn line.
But I just couldn't connect the reference. And then he said, and then it was connected to Langston Hughes, and it was just like, okay, Tony, you got to bring me in. And because I'm a singer. I'm not Listen, don't say that too. No, but I'm saying I'm a singer, so I needed to know what emotion I'm supposed to be singing from. Am I mad at her? Am I disappointed in myself? What is the emotion, so I can properly emote the chorus?
Emote. Prince used a school word.
So yeah, that's why it was difficult, because I kept listening to it, and it's a super long song. Tony rapped a long time, so it was like listening to a movie.
For sure.
So
okay.
I couldn't catch it, but when you explained it to me, I got it.
Song took like how long was we there, Chips? It was one song too.
And then he wrote the hook too, so
Yeah.
I had to
Wrote the
listen.
melodies.
Tony had to teach me how to sing the part.
Yeah.
I knew that song way before I ever knew who Nola Darling was. I didn't see the old one. I only saw the new one.
Yeah.
So you still haven't seen the old one?
I didn't see a purpose in watching the old one, but I watched the new one.
Okay. So no. It's on Netflix. You need to go watch it
I
tonight.
know, I tried, and
You didn't try. It's a movie.
It's the same.
It's almost the same.
Almost? No.
They did.
You're almost your daddy because you got the same name. How about that? Is your wife's name Connie? No. That's your mama's name, ain't it?
Yeah, I like her just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, she do? They always say we pick our parents, but I don't feel that's true. I don't feel that's true. And I don't feel that's true. You need to watch it. It's amazing because, like, she's more in control of her life in the old one. Like, the new one, she's, like,
so
real.
I'm not going to think she's, like, weak-willed and...
Oh,
Nah.
no, not in the movie.
Nah, the old one, she in control.
Yeah.
She's in
I'll
full
watch it
control.
someday.
Someday?
Someday.
Okay.
She'll
I thought
watch
you
it.
said
She'll watch
Sunday.
it. She'll watch it. She'll
You
watch
ain't gonna watch it on
it.
Sunday?
No.
You said someday?
She'll watch it.
S-O-M-E.
Someday? Someday? I got a calendar on my watch that says tomorrow is someday. So,
I'll pray
it's your
about it.
homework. No, don't pray about that. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.
Right there with it.
So,
It is.
so Chips, what was the worst part of slow narrations? We'll start there. Me.
Gossip's narration was a 360.
360 is the one we did.
360 pissed me off.
Yes. You can tell that
So
story
the
too.
backstory is we did the whole album. I was maybe 3/4 way mixing it. He's like, I don't like it. Let's start over.
We kept 2 songs. Cool.
No, we kept 2 ideas.
We kept 2 songs. No, because we kept Radio Raheem.
Yeah, but Radio Raheem evolved. Like I said, it's an idea we said. We didn't say it.
I'll be there. All right, back down to 1. So what was the other song that we kept? Oh yeah, we kept Girl 6, but as I'm thinking,
Yeah,
it
all
evolved.
the Girl 6 evolved as well.
It evolved. All right, so yeah, that was horrible.
See, it was not a horrible experience. Maybe miscommunication on the hook for Nola, but if anything,
That was me.
It was you.
No, the funniest thing is the story that you always forget to tell people was what happened to the original Wind Chimes.
Oh, please tell.
Hey, why are you using the microphone?
I don't know, because
So
that
he
makes me
does
feel
what he
kind
does.
of. Yeah, that.
I got the mic.
Yeah. Nobody tells DJ request.
He's gotta have it.
So,
He's gotta have it.
Chill out. Chips is talking.
I don't remember much about the original Wind Chimes outside of the fact of it had a similar vibe in terms of like horn earthiness, but the kid who made the beat used a metronome
That's
for
a
the
hi-hat.
hi-hat. And not like a 1, 2, it was like a 16. So it was like it's one of those I thought the click track was running. Like I accidentally left it on when he was recording. So we asked the kid, hey, everything's cool. Just get rid of the damn metronome. And then something happened where he had to go save a bibliography.
Yeah.
What?
And it crashed his computer, lost the beat. But all I remember is that it was a fucking bibliography. Like I hadn't heard that word in years.
So I tell Chips, he was like, we can still kick it. I mean, we can still use it and I'll produce around it or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not using it at all. He's like, all right, I'll see what I can do. So Chips comes in.
To backtrack, there's not a see what I could do.
Yeah.
If he records something, Beatty, Frank, anyone I work closely with, and I don't really like the idea, I don't tell you I don't like the idea, but the files are on my computer. So I end up remixing the song anyways.
Yeah. So 86 Fiero was the remix beat for Right With God, because he was like, I'm producing this whole thing. I'm producing it. So he made 86 Fiero, and it's like Right With God vocals on it. And I was like, so I'm going to keep the Right With God beat, but I'm going to rap over this too. I'm going to rap over this. So that is what happened. So most of this stuff, like it's just a remix. If you get it in the ballpark, Chips will get the vibe. So
you made wind chimes?
Yeah. And to this, I'm still confused that people don't understand. Like, I sampled Deep Cover by Dr. Dre for 86 Fiero.
Bruh, that's
No
what we
one
say.
understands that.
No, David 3 did.
It's pitched down. That's all it is.
David 3 did, because when you remember we did the thing, what's the thing he used to do at McNally's?
Oh, yeah.
Can't nobody remember. We're all
what's the
horrible
name
friends.
of it?
We're sorry, David.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
We across the street.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the soul
Soul Sessions.
Soul
Like that.
Sessions. Sounds
Midtown
correct.
Soul.
Midtown Soul
Midtown
Sessions.
Soul.
Yeah.
When he did that too.
You're mucking it up. You're mucking it up. I'm
That
getting
was-
confused. We did it. We did the song there. And he yelled, "Can you feel it?" He yelled it at the right time.
Oh, Rosie, pay attention.
Yeah. Oh, when you said it,
Can you feel it?
when you said it, I was like, that is deep cover.
It's definitely.
But I never thought about that until you said it.
Yeah.
Because Tony's, he's not gangster
Oh,
like
he's
that.
terrible.
Who's not
Take
gangster?
all the gangster out of it.
I told the most gangster story. It was like, yo, your daddy probably would be in.
No, it was player though.
No, that was gangster.
It was more player.
It was player.
Imagine.
It was definitely more player than
Okay.
gangster.
So, okay.
Especially the
Doesn't
line
mean
about
it's not gangster.
what you say
It's emotional.
Yeah.
It's savage.
Okay, I like that. Emotionally gangster.
I feel
Because I know
daddy was your mama's
I
second
know his
choice?
daddy. I know your daddy. And that was I remember him. I remember the 86 Fiero. I remember the 86 Fiero.
I ruined it.
Oh man. I thought his daddy was the coolest thing on the planet, man.
So, I think that's gangster. Because I figured out that story.
His daddy was cool.
Yeah.
See, you see now your daddy.
You
He's
go.
a player. No, tell me. You got no player.
I've done. I strike out. You listen to my music. Girl, why you hurt my heart so much? Girl, why you don't call back and such? That's on the new one. That's on the new one.
Oh no, you really doing that for real?
But that, oh yeah, it's a full R&B album. Ray wrote the whole thing.
Oh
Ray
yeah.
wrote it?
I wrote like 50% of it.
Yeah, he on 50% of the album.
Are you serious, bro?
All auto-tune. Auto-tune. We're going a totally different direction. All this pep. No, we ain't doing that. It's all auto-tunes and synth pads. Chips only use one drum, and it's a hi-hat. They hit in the second song, go, and that's it. Ain't no drums in there. It's all emotions in here. That's a compliment. I love Drake.
Drinking and driving.
I love it. I know you want to drink to the sun up, right? I like Drake. We've had this conversation. You know I love Drake. Not
A
gonna.
lot of people love it.
Yo, there's no Drake slander here. You know that. You know there's no Drake slander here. If you guys want to hear me say it, he did get bodied by Pusha T, but you know God's plan doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He said it. He actually
It
got
what?
bodied by Common too. If we want to be real,
Oh no.
he got bodied by Common too.
No.
If we want to be real,
No.
and he got bodied by Kendrick too. But that's a different story.
Oh.
That's a
Okay.
different story.
No, he didn't. Cause if a nigga say my name, he the hot shit. If I say a nigga name, he the gossip. That's why I don't feed into the hot shit. So that bodies your whole career. Because if a nigga say my name, he the hot shit. No. Now what Pusha T did, I didn't even tweet. I literally tweeted. I said, "Jeez," and logged off. I was like, "We're done."
Good things you can't come back from.
I was like, "All right."
Drake had to call his daddy. Jay Prince said, man, hey man, that's it. Y'all
No.
y'all cut it out. Hey, y'all stop that fighting out there.
Hey, I was in group message. Everybody texting me. They like, "Hey, you and your boy all right?" I'm like, "I'm good. I don't know about that. I'm straight. Oh Lord, that hurt."
I was listening and I was like, oh man, this is gonna hurt too.
Bro, it ruined me. Bro, I went to work. Yo, I called out of work. I mean, it wasn't for a full day, but I was listening to it, and I just kept hearing that man is 666. I said, I gotta go.
Oh, going at his friends, he going at his whole family.
Bruh, because I thought we won. He done dropped the diss track. Drake hit back quick in a direct deposit the next day. I was like, yeah, what you got now, Pusha? Oh, no, we're sorry. We're sorry. This is not a God's plan. God, I was real hurt. He did get by, but it doesn't matter now because somebody tells me how that song starts. Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay. Tell me how God's plan starts, though.
I don't know.
You don't know? So y'all
I
know?
just know he said something
Not all
about
the
his
time.
mama.
They play it
Pull
too
up,
Love his mama
they
and
say
baby
you're the
and
cuddle
big.
with me. I know that's like the fourth one.
That's in the second verse.
Oh.
Y'all know how that song starts. Y'all know how that song starts. Y'all know that's white people's Kool-Aid. I heard that at work. They play that in the morning.
What qualifies winning?
You said no. You said is that what qualifies winning?
There it is.
Song still playing.
No. What? Facts. It's Chips. Chips got real. Chips with real respect in.
Well, my point was like, I didn't say anything to him because when I met him and BB,
Oh yeah.
they were trying to be like this hybrid of the Cool Kids and the Clips.
Yes.
So I knew he was conflicted on where do you go from here. Me, I didn't care. I thought he roasted his ass, but I just moved on with it.
It was horrible because I was like, have you ever seen? Well, this is not a good example, but like, you ever like love your stepdaddy? Like your stepdaddy came around when you was 9, your daddy was locked up till you was about 11, but your daddy came back and he held it down. You know what I'm saying? He held it down. So you got your stepdaddy, you got your real daddy, then they fight. But then your stepdaddy whoop your real daddy ass. So then you gotta be like. So definitely Pusha T is definitely my stepdad. So just know where I'm from. Because I relate way more to Drake. Because I didn't sell coke or anything like that. I think of my heart broken by some girls, so it's definitely a real Drake. So, alright. So I definitely got a story. I vividly remember recording this album, and like Worm would make a beat and Chips wouldn't like it, and then I'll go play with Worm. I go play what I play for Chips, and Worm was like, I mean, bro, it's cool, it's not banging though. And I was like, all right, look, I need you guys.
That's Worm, man.
I need you guys to work together. It was my favorite album for a long time, cause of the show. You was at the show?
To be honest, the only show I remember is when B-Man had his release or whatever.
Oh,
We tried to go get the
Western.
Conservatory.
Yeah.
I remember that show.
Western is a long street, but
Oh yeah, I remember.
On the
I almost
conservatory.
didn't make it.
It's like, by Britain.
We used to have shows
Right.
there.
When I say collective, I think is what it's called now.
that show was that Snarl? Is that the release? Not that show. Not that show. Okay. So
that's
was
great.
it that place?
No.
The other one.
Yes.
Oh, I
Did it
I
have
know.
did it
I
have
almost didn't make it.
lipstick?
Yeah,
I
you did.
remember.
I remember.
I'm thinking of the
You had that
picture.
lipstick on.
Okay, I remember it.
Delete slow narrations was like what I was trying to follow up to. Like I don't know, I was like trying to top that. And like me and Chips was in the pocket, boy. Like he sent a beat, I was like, yo, this is crazy right now. We're rapping over this today. And then he sent another beat, and he said like it was cool. And then like after we just both went through some like emotional stuff, more me than Chips. You know, Chips got like he'd be like, man, I'm not feeling good about work. I'm like, I'm not feeling good about work. I'm not feeling good about girls. My hair won't curl the way I wanted to. So it was just like, it was real trash. You got a good memory from there? You got a good memory? I got plenty of good memories.
I'm trying to go back to that time because
It's 5 years ago.
well, 5 years ago, because I produced that, I also made Frank's Unquestionable Truth at the same time.
And you was coming right off of Beatty too.
Yeah, it was right off of Beatty's first project.
Yes.
And at some point in time, my dad passed.
Yes.
I think it affected Frank's album more than anything because it kind of slowed me down. Like I would pretty much put music down for like 6 months when that happened. But I don't know. The funny thing is, whenever you went back, I didn't know why you asked me for the samples, and then you told me it was because you're trying to fight clearance issues with putting it online. I have no clue what the hell I was thinking back then. That album's like a mismatch of like prog rock from the '60s, soul samples, random French soundtracks.
He's in the pocket. He's in the
And,
pocket.
and some songs contained all three.
Yes.
Nola actually was a soul sample, a prog rock sample, and
And it's a drum
no,
roll.
and they used the same sample twice on the album.
Yeah. Because one is forwards, one's backwards.
You know, one's Crooklyn,
Yeah.
and the other one's the drum break.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it because I made the songs like 6 months apart from each other.
We was in the pocket. I remember when you sent me the sample list, I said, what? Cause like one song, cause Nola, I was like, so you sampled all this, so of course you're trying to find like the big sample or whatever, the one that you could be like, hey, I could bring this band in and we could do this song and we do mashup. But it's not too much of one song.
No,
so
a
it's like,
lot of that shit's not on YouTube anymore.
yeah, at all. So they fight issues too.
There's no like reference point.
Bro, every Ronnie Laws album is on iTunes, but the one that you sampled. Everyone. I googled it. Nope, there's no there. No, we're not. So that was a good time. I do remember that. When we redid My Brother's Keeper, that was probably my favorite because that was completely your idea. That was the first time that I trusted you because I was like, I made a remix to My Brother's Keeper. We should do it for Norman Music Festival. And I was like, cool, or whatever. And I did say or whatever because I really wasn't on board with it. And he was like, it was just kind of different.
Well, because I remember when we did it, it was so fucking loud inside that room towards the end. Because this is what he's talking about.
It sounds so aggressive.
But no, when it gets to this point, like, it's obnoxiously loud on the right sound system. Like, that room in Norman was actually like,
He was rocking.
yeah. Also, know why you didn't want to use it.
I don't remember the words. That's all.
You accused me of remaking the first version of Stephanie by Doobie.
Did I say that?
You did,
I don't
and
remember that.
and Shannon talked you off the ledge after I gave up on trying to talk you off the ledge. And,
Here we go.
well, and you know I stayed trying to talk you off the ledge longer than anyone else. So if I walk away from the conversation,
Yeah.
that must have meant something.
Yeah. That's probably why I didn't like. I was like, man, it sounds like Stephanie. Ironically, this is a shirt for that. I was like, it sounds like that. Yeah. It's a circle. Circle. I was probably going to go over. So you guys have any memories of that? Nobody? What was you in the pocket? You used to get grounded a lot around that time.
Yeah.
Just definitely get grounded.
I mean, for Reverend God, I was trying to remake the jacking from Big Crit's album.
But then you got grounded.
I was going to But anyway.
Facts.
No, but I was trying to remake that when I found that sample. I didn't want to give it to you at first. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to use it for Purple Rain.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, all right.
So now in hindsight, do you think you made a good decision or you think you made a bad decision?
I think I made a good decision.
Even after all that stuff I said to you before the cameras was rolling?
Yeah.
It's real. That's real. That's real. He was like, I mean, now that we think about it. Nissan, what you remember about that time?
Slow narrations. I
You
remember
was
the
getting
first
grounded a lot
time.
around that time, too. No, it was you that was getting grounded a lot.
No, I was good.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
good. No, I remember first time you showed me slow narrations. It was like a week before it came out, and it was 4th of July. You put me, my dad, and Lil Papa all in the car.
Oh, I remember that.
And we all played it, and we was like, "This is Tony."
Yeah, I remember that.
You played Jesus
That's a good
Shuttle.
memory.
You remember Jesus
That's a good
Shuttlesworth.
memory.
Yeah.
You
That's a
me-
good
you
memory.
That's
played-
an amazing memory.
You played Jesus Shuttlesworth, and we was like, we was all looking at each other. We was like, "This is Tony." Tony, like, come on, play another one. Play another one.
Yeah, yeah,
You was
yeah.
like, you was the way you broke down every track, and yeah. No, from your perspective, the way you broke down each track, it was like it opened up everything for me. So when I went back to listen to it, it felt like a track like Denise Huxley. That track feels like a satire. It feels like a satire scene.
Yeah,
It's
boy,
going
look at you.
the
Public
whole
school
time.
using private school words. Come on. Come on, language.
Yo,
Come on,
Denise
genre.
Huxley, I was like, that's the one. That's like, it's like a comedy. It's like, cause
It's how you really feel about a girl when
It's
you
really
try,
how you
when you
feel.
try to talk to her, cause you like kicking it with her. You like, I don't want to act thirsty or nothing, and then
she said,
she
"What's
just
the deal?" I say, "Pickles."
yeah.
It's just subtle stuff.
Well, that's a hot line.
It's a hot line.
That's a hot line.
People don't even get it. It's a
That's a
subtle
hot
hot line.
Subtle one. I was underhand. I was underhand pitching people bars. This is what I'm about to retire.
You heard the Euro step with the left one. That was your Euro step.
Oh, you okay? What you say?
My day, you can't get no girl with what's the deal with pickles.
No. She asked me what's the deal, and I said pickles.
Like I see. Back in my day, you got to be a little more players with it.
No, it was.
Maybe the Turtles couldn't do it,
Yeah,
but
listen,
the shoe
it was a
was.
conversational track.
No.
It was a
I
conversation
remember listening to it. I remember that memory right there too. I remember that.
That's a good memory.
Because when we was at Uncle,
That's
we
when you
was at
had
Uncle
braids.
Herc's. We was at Uncle Herc's house.
You had braids. That was Tony with the braids.
No, bro.
No, you had braids.
No, I cut them off already.
They cut him off.
Cut them off already.
Oh,
I was wearing hats a lot back then.
okay. So I probably thought you still had braids.
Because
Thanks.
Lil Pop Voltron, Voltron introduced, it was a moment for me because you and I have talked about you doing music like when you first started, you know, because of the family, and sometimes you feel like you weren't getting the support that you wanted to get and all of that. And the reason why it was important to me, that moment, is because not only is my son there, but Voltron is like, I didn't grow up with a big brother, so he's like a big brother to me. He's the one that introduced me to hip hop, for real hip hop. So for him, for all of us to be sitting there listening to you and Tony, it was like it was like that. We was tripping because it was like that good.
Hard.
It was like it was
That's
that
chips.
good.
That was the first listen.
And I knew I heard it, but he taught me how to have an ear, and I tried to teach my boys how to have an ear for the real. So listening to you do it, it was kind of like, whoa. And to see us all on the same page at one time, it was like, okay, Tony really got something here, especially that dang wind chimes. Boy. That's like, that's the lane right there. I love when you go in that lane right there, Tony.
That'd be me and Chip's problem. We'll live there. We'll make a house there.
Oh, man.
We will live there.
But to see Voltron say it, when he said it, I was like, I knew I heard it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could hear that Tony is really, he done found his voice. He done really found, you're not just trying stuff.
Yo, the real story. So I was recording songs. I was recording wind chimes. This is where I changed. We had to change all the songs. Chips goes, we can change it. So when I hear the beat and it's over the old version, so I've already recorded it. He just remixed it. So I play it and then I rap. Chips slams on the space bar. He says, I know you're excited. I know you like the beat. calm down. Then he makes an Anna joke. Anna is the girl that I was like, I lost my virginity to her, so I can say that. So he always would make an Anna joke. He was like, just imagine you're talking in front of her, but not to her. So I was like, all right. Because the first one, I vividly, my homie daddy was a pimp, so he had a lot of I vividly remember because I was listening to a lot of Ice Cube at that time. He was texting on his phone, and I'm pretty sure he was texting Emily. He leans up, and then it's just like he's leaning back in his chair. He's like, "Nah, not on this one." No. And he like when you rapping, he'll let you get all the way through it, and he'll be like, "That wasn't good. Do it over." So you look the chips, and you're like, "Am I good? Do it over."
You don't want to record, man.
No, it's.
I've seen other engineers like they'll use headphones to listen to it. I sit there in a chair and just stare off into space.
Right. Yeah.
I'll tap the desk with my foot with your cadence, and as soon as you start getting off beat, it's like.
Just stop it. He's not gonna let you try to fix it. Just stop it. So he's like, calm down. I was like, okay. So I recorded it like that again the second time. He was like, okay, so you got quieter. You're still a little excited though. Because it was more like, my homie daddy was a bit. He's like, all right, calm down. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
And I forgot where the microphone was in the studio at that time.
Nah, we had just moved it over there. We had just moved it over there.
Well, because for every Anna joke you make, you always make fun of this stupid picture that I hung up on the wall of me DJing at a JV event and Steven.
Yeah, because he's looking at you.
I'm like this, and there's dude Steven. He's like in the background, he's like this, like creeping, and like basically telling me he's like, I can't rap with this damn picture staring at me. But I left it there just to fuck with him because I knew it bothered him when he looked over that side of the wall.
Because he's creeping. The eyes follow you in the picture too. I was like, how's he looking at Chips and me? Because like I can't go anywhere, and he keeps looking at me. So that was a good moment. We'll live there. Like wind chimes, we will make a house there. We almost didn't release 73120 because I was like, does it sound too much like wind chimes? Chips goes. He said, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He said, doesn't matter. I was like, nah, I guess it don't. I rapped that over at MF Doom beat, and like I rapped it. I was like, you don't want me to tell you what to listen to? He's like, nah, I got it. And then came in. He's like, and didn't even have my vocals. Said, this is the new 73120. And then didn't even ask him to put no Spike Lee sample at the beginning. He put the Spike Lee sample. I was like, all right. We've got to keep Chips around. Because he knows. He knows. He was like, you know you always try to do something with Spike Lee on every one of your albums, and you didn't have any Spike Lee, so I wouldn't fit. I didn't tell him which one to go get or nothing. He's like, we got to put some Spike Lee in here. So I was like, all right, Chips. Yeah. Then, look, I'll tell you right now, I got a lot of songs that sound like I just spaced them far apart. So 7-3. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. 73120 is the same song. I don't care what nobody says when it comes, which is the same song as Benjamin Button. The exact same song. Then I was like, hey, let's do 73120 again on another album. Exact same thing. I'm gonna just keep remaking the same song over and over until somebody be like, all he do is make the same song. But you're listening.
It's a good song.
It's a good song. It's a good song. Naja, do you remember anything? Apparently you don't remember the show.
I've seen you rap so many times, I don't know what I can't differentiate.
Good save.
What were we talking about? It's honest. What were we talking about the other day about me and the Snow LTZ hashtag? And I always used to be like, what does it mean though? Because TZ likes to like put out a teaser.
Oh yeah.
Months in advance. So he's like, it's on everything. I'm like, Tony, Snow LTZ. What is it? What is snow? And it was a thing with us for forever.
Oh yeah, because
and he wouldn't tell me.
I wouldn't tell nobody. So I would just like post a Facebook status, just like everything's gonna work out. Hashtag Snow LTZ. So people are like, what does that mean? and then I would like the comment and just leave. And then somebody would tweet it and be like, yo, but what does that mean?
No.
Retweet it. Delete it.
So it was SNO, slow narrations of LTZ, but he just put SNO LTZ. And I Snopes.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing a shirt. That's why. What does Snopes mean?
So then,
What does Snopes?
so I always paid attention to like capitals and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was always capital S, capital N, lowercase o, capital LTZ. So I knew it was LTZ at the end, not Snolts. Because I feel like he had probably said that to me before.
He
I was
gave
like,
it the
"You're
Snolts
not
first. That was
helping.
why.
That's not what it is. What is snow?
What show was that? She
Oh.
asked. She
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
because she
I
goes,
always-
what's SNOLTZ? And he goes, Snolts. And like, off top. Off top. That was the way you was in formation that whole day. Because she asked you three, you was like, and then she's like, no, but what does it mean? And he goes, Snolts. Like you said, okay, when people repeat stuff, he's like, you know, Eric who? Eric! Oh, that Eric. Say it right the first time. But he's in formation. I was training him to be a troll. Now he trolls me.
Right.
Full circle.
And I must have, like, I thought maybe if I asked him while he was on stage, he would answer me, but that didn't work, and he was the hype man for it. No, but I was reviewing, because I listened to Sophisticated Slabs on the way here. I've been doing homework. And that was the first album where I was like, I don't know if y'all know me. There's too much music in the world. Not too much. Not
No,
too much.
it is
but
too
there's
much.
so much, and I'm so selective. I'm like, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Like, it has to be really, 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 really good for me to mess with it, because there's just too much out there. And this was around the time that I made that decision. Like, this was around the time that I was like, why would I go listen to this when, you know, people are always like, keep it local, okay? And so, like, this guy lives in my city. I'm like, I know him. And this is good. Like, it's better than a lot of the stuff that's out there. So I'm going to listen to the dude that I know. I'm going to listen to the dude who's from here. I'm going to go to the show at the venue where, like, the owners are local. And, like, fuck all these guys out here. And, I mean, thank God that I did that, because now we're listening to real music and they're listening to mumble rap. So, I mean, whatever.
In mumble rap's defense, sometimes I like to hear, girl, you know I got it on the chain, skirt, skirt. Yeah, you know I really got it on the break. My old self. I know I'm old too. I know I'm old because of the dance I'm doing. Because of the dance I'm doing. I said, did I just Dougie? Bro, imagine Dougie around some new kids on there. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, imagine hitting one of these, like, I'm jigging, and I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. But the dance is fit, or whatever. The dance is still work. Like, that's how you know you old, if you can't do a new dance. Whatever that leg dance, or you gotta get out that shit. Nah, you just look stupid. You just, because your arm is out. Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
leg always like everybody's leg is like this.
Yeah. I be like, yeah. So yeah. It's a kid dance. My dad definitely told me. No, cause y'all gotta be down. That's why you look so stupid, cause you pumping it up. No, you gotta be down. No, you stirring it up now. You stirring it. It's stiff. No, because they be hitting. They be hitting.
So because I can do it, that means I'm not old, right?
No, that just means you got a little kid. You know you shouldn't have said that because we want to see you do it. There's music too. Chips, play something fun to do that shoot dance too. Chips is not gonna play nothing. Oh, you gonna do it because the show is gonna stop until you do it.
Oh, that's gonna be your fault.
Oh no, you gonna do it. You gonna do it. Everybody gonna egg you up. Don't worry, we gonna wait for Chips to cue with the music. Nope, you already said it. Can't lie. You said what? No, you gonna do it standing up. Yeah.
You can't do that.
No. Go ahead. No, play Chips. Play Chips.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No.
Dana. Oh, that'd be tight. Having somebody, this would be a whole gift to my song. Yeah, damn, we wait. This feel like it's being slower. Yeah. Yeah, this feel like it's being slower. Do it. Come on, yo. We wasted film.
You wasted film.
Yo, you shouldn't have said you could do it. You like literally knew what you.
I just put an excuse to not feel old.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
If you said.
You are like the best DJ like ever. I just need you to know that. Okay?
That's not why you the best DJ ever.
Yeah,
For
I
the
mean,
record.
It's gonna troll you around the stage, but no one can hear me.
Yo. Chips would say some wild stuff. I was like, Chips, what's next? He's like, all right, which one of your whack ass songs you want to do? The best troll ever, which was an accident.
You have a bad habit of asking me when I grab for my beer.
The best troll ever was accidental. You remember we was at Blue Note, and I was like, and I hyped the crowd up. I was like, I know what y'all been waiting for. We about to do wind chimes. So if you know the song, sing along. And then the old version plays. So I must have turned around to Chips. He was like, I didn't do it on purpose. I swear to God. He's like slamming on the.
You know what it was? It was that bitch ass penny To this day, I still have no idea how. That track was like number 5 in the list. It's always been number 5 in that list. And somehow, this PC decided, no, let's just go find the first thing we can find called wind chimes. And then all of a sudden I hear that metronome.
Boo doo 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 doo.
And it's like,
so I turn around real quick, and he looks frantic. So I'm like, I said, so you just gonna troll me? He's like, I did not do that on purpose. Most of the time, me and Chips are winging it on stage. Like, there's a lot of times. We played the Criterion. You only have one turntable. Cause who unplugged? Pike unplugged the turntable.
No, Mr. Reaper doesn't know how to connect the ground.
Yeah, so Reaper didn't connect his Reaper didn't connect his ground cables. So we had one turntable there. What was the show where the computer died right as I finished? It was a festival too. It was like a big one.
I died at Plaza Fest and I almost threw it down to the parking lot next to the stage. It's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, it was that same Pentium laptop that crashed.
Yes to your text message.
A good album for us, what worked, was he finally gave you more space to actually experiment.
Yeah.
And we got into less arguments because he was willing to give it a try because a lot of the shit randomly worked on 360 done.
Yes. These are facts.
You wouldn't have rapped over the Crooklyn beat
Ever.
2 years earlier to the time we started.
Crooklyn was stupid as fuck.
Crooklyn was also like what I refer to as a wall of noise.
Yes.
It
So
comes in full force and stuff.
so this is when we start making music. So
I
I
think
don't.
that's kind of what I liked about it. I'm sorry.
No. You're supposed to cut me off. What'd you say?
Okay. That was one of the times, because that was one of the ones I texted you about. I send TZ these really long ass text messages. That's why he lets me listen to stuff ahead of time, because I'll be like, so what are you really talking about here? Like, who is this about?
Is that what you sound like when you
That's my
text?
text message. Yeah, that's my text message voice.
Okay.
And I think I've always been strangely impressed by no hook songs, because I mean, obviously, hooks are great. We like them, but if you can just rap and people still want to listen to you, then that kind of says something too.
I'm like the goat at that.
I got a question.
Look at you, brother.
I know the answer.
I know some of these words.
Alright, so if Notes would have came out, let's say last year, what do you think?
Bro, Snows would have came out last year. Like we be done. Like everybody here have a gold chain on. We be straight. You know what I'm saying? We be good.
It was too early. You ahead of your time.
Bro, we was so ahead of the time. We was so.
You should do a re-release.
I tried to do a re-release. Let's talk to Andrell about the re-release since everybody's getting that fire. Why is it not on?
We're not gonna talk about that right now.
We're definitely gonna talk about that. He's like, yo, give me the samples right now so I can get it on iTunes. And then he's like, nah, we can't do it.
Yeah, then they said, you don't own the rights to these samples.
And then he was like, all right, let me see what the clearance is. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Hit him for your phone. It don't matter, man. Tell me what the pocket is. I got it. And then Andre was like, I'm going out of town with my wife. I'll talk to you in 3 weeks.
That's not what happened.
Bro, that's exactly what happened. No. I'm going out of town to shoot somebody, to do some work. I'm like, all right, I I let him cook. I let him cook. Then he comes back into town. I was like, all right, so what's going on? You like, man, I'm sorry, I've been so MIA. We got you. Like, bro, I look like I love you. We're gonna get this worked out. But me and my wife are taking the kids to Whitewater Bay in a different state.
Actually, what he said was, he sent me a text that said, "Oh, so no iTunes?" And I said, "Oh, so they said we got to pay all these G's for sample clearance."
That's not what he said.
Yeah,
that's not what he said.
What I said.
That's not what he said. Because I would have said, "Run me the receipt." It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Picture couple.
Hey, I'm gonna.
And that was my fear.
Hey,
When you asked that, I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Chip's text message back. I said, "Can you find the samples for slow narrations?" His text message first was shit.
I told you.
With the period. So I know he put the period on there. Because he's like, shit. Because I read it in his voice, like, shit. And then the 3 dots popped back up. He said, I'll see what I can do. And the 3 dots popped back up. And he said, give me 2 weeks. Chips has a very quick response time. If you ask him to do something, he would do it very quickly. So if he said, give me 2 weeks, oh, we got some shit. We got some shit in the game. He said, give me 2 weeks. But back to Andrell and keep going on vacation on me.
Right.
What kept happening, he was like, all right, so me and my wife, we're going to this debutante ball. Then I'll get right back to you. and then I was like, all right, debutante ball's over. He's like, I'm taking my son horseback riding.
Wow.
I'll get right back to you.
Wow. We trolling?
I'm not trolling. I'm telling the truth.
He
I
shot me
take
that text and said, "So no slow narrations on iTunes." And then
I text her and it looks like you're a bad father to me because it's always me asking you for something and you always like let me down. You're like, I'm sorry, bro, but I can do this other shit though. It's like when your daddy let you watch curse word movies because
this is
he's
what
not
they
around.
want. He was like, "Oh." Now first he was like, "Hit me with the ticket." I said, "No, you don't want this ticket. They talking about a couple G's."
And I was like, say less. I'm out here slanging this credit repair till I can't slang it no more. So
Hey, I'm gonna get it to you though.
You gonna give it to me?
Don't even worry. I'm gonna get you that.
How we get sophisticated slabs on there, but we couldn't get.
Because they couldn't detect those samples.
Oh.
That's the problem.
All right, so Chips, whatever we was doing was sophisticated.
I'm just curious what samples they.
Remaster.
YouTube viral. What?
This guy's.
Nah, man, 'cause it ain't the same.
Yeah,
No,
when you
86
say
Sierra is way too. Yeah,
86 Fury, you probably clear that one because
Yeah.
it is a baseline.
Yeah, it's
You
baseline.
go, hey,
It's-
we replay.
You're like, man, it's interpolation.
Okay.
Now,
That's how you say the word, right?
I'm curious what all samples they hit for because kudos to them if they're searching for French soundtracks.
Yeah. Screw
Rock
those
rock
guys.
samples.
So iTunes is keeping y'all from being jiggy. Y'all gotta go to Bandcamp to listen to it. Bandcamp got that pause in between it. If I love Bandcamp way more. You can sell your music on there. You can upload your artwork, all that type of stuff. It's just got that pause in between your songs. You can't really listen to the album. Gotta pick up your phone. It's like, is it still? Okay, it's still there. It's got that weird little 3 dots there. It's like, all right, there we go. Back in that music. So, they do got an app. It does it on the app, bro. It does it on the app. Does it on the app. I don't got no Android, so yeah.
That was before that.
That was
Pre-day. That's before.
before that. She doesn't listen to any of my old music at all.
It's fine.
It's fine.
And she didn't do the dance.
Yeah, and you didn't do the dance, so then it's dead.
You know what? We were here.
Why your daddy doing that daddy dance?
We were here. I don't fool with your daddy no more. We're done.
No, say it, Nissan. What you about to say? We about to wrap it up. We about to bring it to the close. What you got to say, Nissan?
Visual album.
A visual album.
No, something. We can do something.
Play.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about still? You talking about Snow
That's
still?
actually what's next.
Yes.
We could do one. Man, anytime you guys got something creative, and you guys want to bang on me. No, it ain't even just do it, man. We got to make sure Andre's in town.
The slow narration.
Goodness.
Man, the play, bro, that would be tight. Bro, I would play a
This is
Fiero.
your night.
No.
Yeah.
It's your narration, so you narrating through the whole thing, but it's like a musical.
Bro,
Ah,
that'd be hard.
We gotta find a younger you.
Idea.
You see?
We gotta find a
Who's
younger
got a
you.
notebook?
What are you talking about? This is what he's around for. What do you mean? He don't rap. He there for the ideas. Nissan ain't never dropped nothing that wasn't gold. All he do is drop gold. Bam, gold. And he goes, you know what? What if we do a play? It was 3 in the morning, so I know you was at your best. That was when you get up to go pee, and then you wipe your eyes, but not after you pee. I'm sure you wash your hands. I'm not gonna do it like that. But you like wipe your eyes, like, well, lay back down, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And he was like, to play. First of all,
Just saying.
Hey, that's how it works, though.
you said what God do you know washes their
Depending on
hands
what I'm
about?
about to do after.
Depends on what I'm about to do after.
AKA, y'all don't wash your hands after y'all pee. For whatever reason.
Wow.
First of all, I do, depending on what's going on. I will openly say, when I'm in my house for the evening, whether I'm awake or asleep, I don't wash my hands after I pee. Because who I'm finna
If
touch?
I'm going to sleep.
Who I'm finna touch?
Remind me
If
never
I'm about to
touch
go
anything
eat,
in your house.
your food, your food.
I'm in the house for the night. I already ate. Come
Go
on.
get back in the bed.
If you just peed and you got some chicken and you better wash your hands, it's your pee. It ain't R. Kelly's pee, it's your pee. And then on top,
Glad
and
you had
then,
that on camera.
and then on top of that,
No.
I don't care what y'all say. Number one, I don't pee on my hands. First off, so your Johnson should be clean enough. You're trying to do all this stuff with these little girls with it, so it should be clean. It ain't clean enough for you to eat. You didn't put that thing somewhere you done put your mouth
That was a
before.
lot. That was a lot.
I can't even look.
We gonna stop. We gonna stop right here. I'm just telling y'all right now. Y'all done done that before.
I can't even rock with your no. I can't even rock with your
Chill
no.
out. Chill out, TV. Chill out.
He been real quiet.
Yeah, he be real
He just sitting over
quiet.
there laughing.
Texting his girlfriend.
No, I haven't texted this whole time.
I've been texting this whole time. You probably got 6 emergency text messages.
We gonna see. Look at my phone.
He rapped over that. He rapped over that.
That's right.
Yeah,
He was good. He was good.
yeah, I remember that. I remember
He's
that.
I don't remember how old he was, but he did get his ass.
God, you're funny, You got to come back to follow with that joke. That was a good one. Come on,
Well,
man.
what I remember from when this came out was the music video for 86 Fiero, of course, because it was right after a football game. I was still playing football. I was not rapping, and I had unfortunately tore my ACL that game. But I didn't know because I could still walk and I could still run, so I was like, all right, cool.
You ran in the video.
I ran in the video with a torn ACL. It was.
For which one?
It was
86
it was,
year.
everything was done. My whole knee was done. I tore everything at that point.
Luckily you did, man. 'Cause you
Yeah.
wouldn't be doing music.
Right.
You be out here
No,
stepping
honestly,
fetching with the
no,
Cowboys.
honestly, though, that's half the reason. That's half of the reason I started rapping was because the 80, not 80 year, but for that album.
Really?
Like, yeah.
That album started you rapping? I'm sorry to let you down.
No.
I'm
Because
sorry,
I was
I'm
just listening, so I'm like, this is really good. Maybe I think I could rap too. Let me go on and try and rap. Yeah, I remember we
The
had.
way you're saying that, the way I'm coming, the way I'm taking that, are 2 different ways.
No,
Because
no,
the way I'm taking
you're
that.
my cousin. Cause
If
you're
you
my
could do this, maybe I could do.
No, because you're my cousin. So I'm like, oh, my cousin raps. Maybe I should rap too.
This sounds the same way.
Yeah, I'm just
Nah, man, they got a good daddy, bro. They don't want to be like me.
Yeah, that's my main memory.
Yeah, from rap. Yeah, that was tight. That was a tight memory. Cause your daddy got mad at me. He was like, "Yeah, they said his knee is done." Now, what was y'all doing in that video again? I said, "You'll see when it comes out." Video comes out, and I'm like, "All right, you know, he not on the end of that." He see it. He texts me. He said, "This probably will ruin his knee."
Yeah, made it worse.
I don't think it did. Because I would have known if it would have made it worse or not.
You didn't even know it was how bad it was at that moment.
I-
You were out here
So-
running.
I
How
did
much
once
you
I
love
got
hip-hop?
home and I
Gave
saw
us
how
your knee.
swollen my knee was.
Give us your knee, baby.
Because I had torn it before, so
We got-
I knew what it felt like.
in our
to tear it
family,
once. Yeah, I torn it three times.
We got a high pain tolerance in our family. I broke my leg and I walked on it. I was forced to. Got the meanest daddy on the planet. He said, "Boy, it ain't broken because I don't see no bones outside your leg." So he said, "Get out my car and walk in there and we gonna see. And when it's spring, you going back to school tomorrow." I said, "Dad, it's Saturday." He's still going back. So that was a good memory. I remember the video for Wind Chimes. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Where was I when you were filming videos?
You said, "Where were you when you were filming
That was
videos?"
back when I was young and cool.
I was
to
thinking
go to
about
stuff.
that
Where
video.
was I?
I was
You
just
was
still
dating that
young.
one dude.
Nah, bro, I'm old, not baby.
You
Like,
dating that
that
one
was back
dude?
when I was young and cool.
You was dating that one dude.
And he was down for everything. everything. You didn't invite me nowhere.
I completely. I was in a group text. You were in it. You were
I
in
said
it.
I was gonna say this. Okay. Speaking of you when you was younger, Naja, I remember when you first started doing poetry. You know, you remember how we was around that time.
I know.
You,
Back in the day.
I don't think people was catching what you was doing back then. They didn't get it. Oh, they didn't get it. I got it. I had your back.
Thank you.
I
I
had your
appreciate
back.
you.
I'm so glad you didn't stop.
Hey, thank you.
And you still do it the same way. They had to catch up.
So speaking of catching up though, and I was gonna like wax all poetic, but I mean that's what I'm here for, right? You wouldn't have invited me if you didn't want me to do it. So Jesus Shuttlesworth is another one of those like. Does it have? If it has a hook, I don't know what it is.
It's not.
Didn't think so. And I actually know all the words to it, probably because it's verse. But that was one of the ones I was texting you about. Like, so tell me what this means. Like, because also I don't know anything about culture. I'm just gonna be straight up. I only know who that is, Shuttlesworth, because he told me. Like, I was like.
You didn't know who.
Listen, don't derail. I don't care. So, fight me.
I do remember lighting you up in text messages.
No, I know. And this is our relationship. And so I'm like, what is this about? So he's telling me, and this is like when our friendship started too. Like, I mean, we were cool, but this is when I was like, oh, I fucks with TZ. Like, he kind of smart. He kind of knows some stuff.
I kind of don't mess with you because you don't mess with 2 Spike Lee movies right now.
But Spike Lee did the remake too, so no, I've seen it all.
Okay, but you haven't seen He Got Game.
I was too young. Let's do it like that.
What are you talking about? I was too young. What are you talking about?
I tried. Never mind. But we used to have these deep. We still do have these deep conversations about like who are we trying to be and what are we trying to say. And we used to. That was back when we used to debate about like. So you're not a Christian rapper. You're just a Christian who raps. That was a big thing in the scene at the time. And like, I was such a, I don't even know. I was big into Christian rap at the time. That's why we were in the same like arenas. And I was like, so like, it's not this. It's like better, but it's not that different either because he's obviously like, you know, right with God and Jesus Shuttlesworth and Brother's Keeper, and there's another couple of them where it's obvious, and I don't know. That's where a lot of our connection came from, and that's where, like, that's music I can cape for. You know, that's music I can be like, listen, he's got a real story, it's real stuff. Talking about, you know, the dude who was cushing and pushing and whatever, but at the same time he was pushing. You know, so like I get it, and I like that you play both sides. So that was I'm done.
I'm trying to play both sides because I know somebody that's going Christian go watch this and say, if you are not hot or cold, if you are lukewarm, I will spew you from my mouth. You know them hotel Christians gonna be in my comments just a tap dancing. I don't need none of that. A lot of them is in my family. I'm not gonna tell you which one's on camera, but everybody in this room, this family, know exactly which cousin I'm talking about. They're gonna be like, well, look, my brother, I understand, but you know, I focused on this one part. It was about 35 minutes and 36 seconds in. If you cue your video up, we can go over it via FaceTime. I'm like, all right,
And
bro.
you and I had conversations about all of that too.
Oh yeah, I got a bad family. Most of the good family is in here right now.
I'm talking about the lukewarmness.
Yeah, that too. So I appreciate y'all for coming out. You know, you give yourselves a round of applause. A lot of low self-esteem. Chill. You guys make some noise for the drill.
Big Uncle Drilly.
You stupid. You guys, please make some noise for Chips. Please make some noise for my cousin, the Royal Tonsor, for letting us have it in here. You know what I'm saying? To really say, I get my hair cut in here for real. Like, it's for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, matter of fact, if you tired of your barber always getting dudes first, never booking you no appointments, you supposed to be there at 11, but you can't get cut till 12:30. He ain't putting the hot towel on you. Come over here to the Royal Tonsor. We'll get you right. That's it.